This really is my favorite gig of High Sierra. There's something about every time Chef Rody texts me, like about 2 months prior to High Sierra, I'll get a text. Hey, it's Rode. What day works for you? And he knows I'm always going to say yes. And he always lets me pick when I want to come here. And it's like the highlight of my fiesta. Like, please don't come see me again. 'Cause I just won't. I'll never be this good. So, in fact, never come to a future show. If I see any of you assholes at a future show, I'll get you kicked out. I'm the Taliban man. Hashtag callback. Okay. So, you heard me mention the song Dick's Automotive, right? Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, this will get to the other side so you can see why my parents weren't proud of me. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it like this. If I do it like this, can you hear me? Yes. There's something about this song that works better if I don't have a mic, and I don't know why. Because this is how I always do it when I go to Australia. And the Australians, for whatever reason, go nuts for this song. And the song was written when I was in a van and I was going to a wedding in Santa Cruz. And a tow truck drove by, and on the tow truck, it said Dick's Automotive. And I was with my partner in the Rugburns, Rob Driscoll, and I started laughing. He goes, "What are you laughing at?" And I go, "I just wrote a song called Dick's Automotive." He goes, "About that tow truck?" I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "But it just passed us." I go, "I've seen the whole thing." So I saw the whole thing happen in my mind. And when that thing came by, I actually wrote a song. It was one of the few times this has ever happened to me where the whole song was written in 5 seconds. And then weird miracle, weird strange shit happened after that. Everywhere we went, people would go, "Dick's Automotive!" The Rugburns could not play a show. If we didn't do Dick's Automotive, oh my God, it would be like Barry Manilow not doing Copacabana. Not good. So every show we had to do it, and I was like getting tired of singing the song. And I had written a song that got on the soundtrack to this movie Notting Hill in the future, but I had just written it when I was in the Rugburns, and the song was a really soft song called I Love Everything About You. Just a beautiful song. A lot of people got married to it. And so I was doing that song. I was like, and these are Rugburns fans, right? And I had just written this song, and this song pissed the audience off, I guess, because they were like, why? But the song meant so much to me, and it just seemed beautiful. And so you can't help what you write. The heart wants what the heart wants in a song. And I'll always write one weird song, one this song, one that. But here's the goal. Here's what we're talking about. I'm sorry that I'm chatty. These guys gave me a cup of coffee. And so, anyways, I'm teaching a songwriting workshop August 26th to the 29th in Woodstock, New York. A place called Big Indian Resort. It's beautiful. And I got 3 of my friends to come be teachers with me. Mary Gaucher, she's just one of the best songwriters ever. My friend Bob Schneider from Austin, Texas. And my friend Ryan Montbleu. And so the 4 of us are going to teach songwriting. I've done this before. So it's called the Steve Poltz Song Factory. He's done it. We did Behootensie. And we make you write songs. And even if you've never written a song in your life, come. You can come. It doesn't matter. You won't write a song. And every night we have cool open mics. I play a show each night. So does Bob Schneider. So does Mary Gaucher and Ryan Montbleu. We do songs. And you're with all these people. Come and let your freak flag fly. If you want to do it, the info's up online somewhere. But Steve Poltz Song Factory. So I had written I Love Everything About You. The song ends up in Notting Hill. But here's what the song sounds like. So imagine what I went through. I thought this was so pretty, and I still do. But I had also written Dick's Automotive. And sometimes you only get one kind of fan who wants one side of you. So I was like, "Hey, you guys, I just wrote this song called I Love Everything About You." Not knowing that it's just like, dude, wrong place. But I was so proud of the song. Even the other Rugburns guys were like, "Oh shit, what's happened to him?" It was like this. I learned that from my wife. Okay. Not that. What I mean is, she said to me once, you know, when you talk about Medicare on stage, it's like. So here I am playing I Love Everything About You to these guys. I love everything about you. I love the way you comb your hair. And I love the way you sashay in. Your perfume lingers in the air. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. So I was doing that song, right? And all I'm hearing is, Dick's Automotive! Dick's Automotive! And that moment I was like, I wish I never fucking wrote Dick's Automotive. And I apologize to you, Dick's Automotive, right now, because I know you hear me saying this in my head. Oh, you bet I do. And what I'd like to say is, no, I love you. I love you. And I love that you became such a popular song that I wrote this other song, and I want you two songs to meet. So in my head, that one's fucking that other song up the ass right now. So Dick's Automotive is there. And now I've made peace with it again, and I've re-fallen in love with it. And part of the funny thing is Weird Al Yankovic would always come see my band, the Rugburns, and we'd be at like the Troubadour in L.A., some sold-out show, and he'd go, can I get tickets? He'd sit backstage by me, and Weird Al would always go, are you going to do Dick's Automotive? Are you going to do Dick's Automotive? I was like, fuck, I can't get away from this song. And he liked it so much. He wrote a song based on our song, and his song's called Albuquerque. So if you compare Albuquerque to Dick's Automotive, it's crazy. He does my phrasing, everything. But we weren't such a famous band where he went, oh, we're imitating Michael Jackson. It was just like, everybody else was like, who's the fucking Rugburns? We don't care, you're Weird Al. This is how close I've been. 30 feet from stardom. So, please don't ever remind me of this show. So here's Dick's Automotive. And thank you again to Chef Brody. John was living in Ocean Beach, California with his girlfriend Jewel. When he decided one day, hey Jewel, let's move up north to Northern California where the air is clear and the skies are blue and they have more traditional family values. What you say, Jewel? So they loaded up their car and they moved to a one-bedroom trailer behind the bowling alley, behind the lucky supermarket. 2 more blocks to the south of Dick's Automotive. Dick's Automotive. Dick's Automotive. Dick's Automotive. John applied for a job at Dick's Automotive and Dick came to the door and he said, tell me, Johnny boy, can you rotate the tires on a 72 Subaru? He said, no. Can you rebuild a Holly 4-bell carburetor on a 69 Camaro with a big old Hertz Chevron? He said, no. Do you have a girlfriend with big pink nipples and biceps like Henry Rollins? Can she scream like a hyena in the summer of love? He said, yes. Dick said, boy, then you're hired. Dick's Automotive. Dick's Automotive. That's your part. Dick's Automotive. Dick's Automotive. John learned all the necessary tools of the trade. He learned how to rebuild a Holly 4-barrel carburetor on a 69 Camaro with a big old Hertz Chevron. Learned how to bond up the side of a 72 Pinto. Learned how to rotate the tires on a 72 Subaru. Dick gave him his service stripes. One day he said, there's a little old lady and her car's broken down near the Byantine Winery in the Santa Cruz Mountains. You gotta help her, man. Go, Shiva, go. Now in Australia, they do the bark and they get so into it. Go, Shiva, go. Go, Shiva, go. Go, Shiva, go. Go, Shiva, go. So John went on his way to help out the little old lady near the Byantine Winery in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and about that time, Dick glued back on his dentures, glued back on his toupee, and he said, I wonder if Julie's having trouble opening up a can of peaches right now. I'm gonna bring along a blowtorch and see if she needs some help. So he hiked a black down the road from the Lucky Supermarket to the one-bedroom trailer, and he knocked on the door of the one-bedroom trailer. And Julie came to the door, and she said, hello, Dick. Tell me she's having trouble opening up a can of peaches. So he started up a blowtorch, and all the peach juice ran down his vein. And she poured it into the Tupperware that her mother used to sell in Ocean Beach, California. And he said, hey, babe, we're going on a picnic. 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 Louder. We're going on a picnic. Come on. We're going on a picnic. Come on. We're going on a picnic. Come on. We're going on a picnic. So about that time, Dick drove Julie up to the middle of the forest, and he tied her up to a tree, and he gave her 56 and a half hits of brown acid he had left over from Woodstock. And about that time, there was a mommy deer walking through the forest with the baby deer. And he said, oh, come here, little deer, I have some food for you. And he opened up one of Julie's palms. He poured in some granola and some strychnine. And the mommy deer said to the baby deer, I better eat it first because it could be poisonous. But really, the mommy deer was a glutton and wanted all the granola. You see why Weird Al had to change all the words? See, I Poltzerized this shit. So the mommy deer ate the poison granola, but the mommy deer's heart was stronger than the baby deer's heart. And when the baby deer ate the poison granola, it died! Flat shooby-doo on down. With a bow and arrow, shot the mommy deer dead. But then, Sean was driving back down the road after helping out the little old lady near the Byantine Winery in the Santa Cruz Mountains up by where Neil Young lives, and he saw Dick's 57 Chevy parked on the side of the road. He said, I'm going to bring along a blowtorch and a nice pick, just in case they need help. And he hiked through the forest. He saw the love of his life, Julie on a dirty brown piece of Berber carpet. He saw Dick on the ground with his toupee and dentures off, and Julie and Dick were making love. And he started up a blowtorch and he welded their bodies together, and he stabbed them each 56 and a half times for each hit of acid they took. And then he gave the deer mouth-to-snout resuscitation. And lo and behold, the mommy deer came back to life. Lo and behold, the baby deer came back to life. But then Ted Nugent was still hiding in a tree and shot the mommy deer dead again. What an asshole. And that's why this week at the McDonald's in downtown Quincy, you can get McNugents. For $1.49. You see why my dad didn't brag about this shit? And he said, mommy deer, dead. Baby deer, alive. Mommy deer, dead. Baby deer, alive. Mommy deer, dead. Baby deer, alive. Mommy deer! Dead! Farrell! Ah! Dick's Automotive. Dick's Automotive. So college DJs used to play this song because they could go take a shit during it because it was so long. I had more college DJs come up and go, that's the best shit-taking song. And so we were getting played a lot on this station called K-Otter in the Central Coast. And this song would get played and all the DJs loved it, but this one woman was so mad about the lyrics of the song. She said, if you play this again, I'm going to drive my car through the front door of your radio station. And the DJ played it again. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, she drove through the front door and destroyed the front door. Didn't kill anyone. She got injured. They had to tow the car away. And then they had to have a meeting and they went, I don't think we can play Dick's Automotive. Oh, you think? And now
now they play the Weird Al version, Albuquerque. It takes automotive, come on. Takes automotive, come on. Takes automotive.
Yeah, there was a man, and this man had a dream. This man had a dream to build something in the desert. And he got involved in a little festival called High Sierra Music Festival. This man had a vision and guts. And he went through many changes with partners. And last year we lost our beloved Roy Carter. God bless him, we loved him so much. And this festival was gonna die. And this man said, I'm not gonna let it die. One person left in the field all alone. And he said, if you build it, they will come. And he got worried. He thought it wasn't gonna happen. But this man, full of vision and guts, made the dream come true for all of us. And as I stand here on this mountain testifying on a Friday night at the Chef Rody Bitchin Kitchen Show in honor of the great Chef Larry, who, God bless him, I love so much. I gotta say, this man who kept this festival alive is here right now. Stand up, please. Please stand up, Dave Margulies. God bless you, brother. This is my favorite fucking ICR. This is my favorite. Sing, this is my favorite. Let me hear you. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. It kicks automotive. Kicks automotive. Come on. Kicks automotive. Kicks automotive. Dave, come up here, buddy. Give it up for Dave Margulies. You gotta say something.
Well, I got a text from a dear friend of mine who's here, and he didn't know I was here, and he texted me. He's like, I'm at Steve Poltz, best show of the weekend.
Dave, I've known you a long time, and what I love about you, you care, you're empathetic, and you have a competitive drive. You play tennis a few times a week, and you get fucking pissed when you lose. And you do not take losses easy. You don't take no for an answer. You're stubborn as a mule, and that's the only reason we're standing here, because of your competitive edge, and also your kindness, and also your brilliant vision of going, you know what? I'm not gonna hire a $250,000 act. I can't. We're about to go out of business, but we're still gonna pull it off, and it's gonna be fucking awesome because it's always been about the music. And this is like the beginning of it when it happened, and you were thinking that way, and you keep building it. I just want you to know, I appreciate you. I look at you. I see you as one of my dear friends, and God bless you, brother. Thanks for listening.